I see everybody looking at me, and I just go in a corner and sit down and say, how the hell am I going to get from Montego Bay to Negril in 1 hour? And I'm in the flight now because I waited an hour because the flight gone already because I reached late. So when I reach on the flight now, I said to them, it's like a mindset, just everybody's tush, you know, everybody in them jacket and tie. And I said, anybody going to Negril from Montego Bay, I need a lift. I just stand up in the plane and I said, anybody going to Negril from Montego Bay, I need a lift. All right, I'm going to miss my show and I need help. And this guy put up his hand and said, I can help you. His name is Howard Levy. I never forget that person. He runs this international airline. And when we got there, all the flights were gone and no flight was going in. And he went in his pocket about $60 US. Call a Juta taxi and said, take her to Negril. Okay. He said, take her to Negril. And me know we're rushing like mad. And when I reached backstage, the girls were halfway through the show. And I was break down. I cried. And I made up my mind in that moment, said, you know what? I'm going to focus on music full time. All this running up and down like a mad actor, jumping from job to get on a bus at 4 o'clock every morning, to go here, to go. You follow where I'm coming from? I had to decide where I'm going. So that is when I left my job. Yeah. I started doing like part-time sales, advertising sales. And then eventually I said, nah, work out. We just go on. Because we were doing cabaret shows. That was the cabaret period and stuff. That's when I left and we were going overseas and I did my exams and the professor was giving me a warm time. This me teacher. I said, I'm going to do my show then. And I chose the music over that, you know? Yeah. And it has taken me all over the world. Of course. So what to complain about? Toured Europe in 2017. I've been on the road with other acts. I've gone to like Costa Rica. I've been in the US more than once. In this event of Isha, because I had taken a break, I was actually planning to be on the road. Of course, yeah. During this, I don't know what to call it. Yeah. This new paradigm. Yeah. So that has changed. What to say? I've been on the road. I've been to a number of countries. I want to go to Africa though. I need to go to Africa. I really want to go there to perform.
So that's a perfect segue right there. You know, with the virus going on, I'm not sure if there's still anything happening where you're at.
Everything is at standstill. Only church keep my wedding. I guess what is going to happen is it's going to become small events, backyard barbecues, and the musicians are going to suffer. As usual, we're the ones who are going to be hit the hardest because, look, in all the stimulus packages, in all the announcements being made to fix the different sectors of the economy, they have not addressed the lives of the entertainment industry and the sports industry. They have given stimulus to different sectors, but as usual, you're the dregs of the society. I'm being sarcastic. So you are not considered any part of the stimuluses. And they have reopened tourism sector. They have reopened so many different sectors, but they're still contemplating whether or not to reopen the entertainment sector. They have opened small bars, so you can't keep any events there. So you're forced in this new thing to do like what we're doing. Right. So they go come up with the platforms now to do online gigs and find other means of doing music. Come up with different ways to get the music out there, just to communicate with each other, collaborate, and find ways to earn again.
Yeah, you know, it's tricky because it almost seems like the touring thing was working for a lot of musicians.
Our country, COVID. The most cases that is in Jamaica comes from overseas. Tragedy and a travesty to watch so many people dying around the world, you know? But Jamaica has like only 600 plus cases. And we have over 600 odd cases, we have over 400 odd recoveries. We have only 9 deaths. You understand? Yeah. I think in terms of the COVID thing though, COVID-19, I think what has happened in the US, everybody spends so much time focusing on a drug instead of feeding this temple. Right. Fix the temple. If your immunity is not up, how are you going to battle anything.
Of course.
So we have to get back to the point where we start recognizing real food as food, and all these labels that they attach to food, the natural things that come from the earth. We have to get back to that. You have to do away with these middlemen that is preventing you from being healthy, telling you that that is not good for you, that is not this. You follow, and start go back to Jim John, whatever. So we have, as I said, we have been fortunate to not have that many cases, but we have a government that is following the principles like we have 1 million cases.
Okay.
So a lot of places, like in Taiwan and those places, they have not had a whole lot of cases. They have had the cases but never shut down them country because they understand we have not had full shutdown, but these curfews and the shutting down of the entertainment industry in total ruin a whole lot of people's lives, and it's like it's a nonchalant approach to the fact that so many people's lives are on the line because musicians feed a whole lot of people in this country. Musicians feed a whole lot of people in this country. One musician can feed an entire community because from his family, he hires his band, then he has his PR team. PR people, what can you do? You follow?
Right.
Number one, they don't respect talent. It's like, even though the industry make a whole lot of money and the intellectual property is valued, the average man have no respect for this that come out of your head unless he can hold it in his hand for himself. He feel that he has some right to take it for free. And I think, I'm not being pessimistic, I'm hopeful that we will find, I like some of the online stuff, but it's how to make it, some tangibles need to come from it that benefit the artists, because right now I don't see everybody doing these cash app stuff, and that can go so far and no further, right? A lot of people, a lot of the bandmen can't do that. Yeah, people still making music, and there's a time to put out as much music as possible, which is what we have to end up doing. But then maybe we have to go revamp all these systems, because to me, this is what happened. The musicians, because I know musicians from the oldest come right down to you. The older musicians used to sell their records and could see something from it. Then came the CD. Then somebody made an MP3. And that was the first kick in the gut for the music, the average musician, right?
Right.
When that first kick came, they cut the income. So you have less income coming in, right? Then they move from the MP3 to the still called streaming, where you on the end, as a singer or a songwriter or whatever, you have nothing. Your song is streamed 1 billion times, you're getting $4,000. All of those models will have to change. And we have to get to the point where we lobby to change them, because if 20 million people paying $6 ad per subscription, why are we only getting 0.2 cents of that?
Yeah.
It's a slavery altogether. So we have to get to a point where, since the paradigm is shifting and you still need music, is either we have to take our time and grow our ourselves from our own pages, or you understand, more than sign up to this slavery where what's the sense? Because to make a song, trust me, it doesn't cost 2 cents. When you go in studio and have to pay, you hire 4 musicians, because I love live music as opposed to making music. I do both. I love both. I have appreciation for both the computer music, because some great creativity comes out of what is made on the computer. But still, what is on the computer, somebody actually created those loops, right? And then now you have to remember that you have the musicians there that you have to pay. On an average in Jamaica, you hire a drummer, you have to pay $10,000 each for each musician, minimum $10,000 each for them to come and play in your session. So check that. Party, drum, bass, guitar, keyboard, just the 4. Not talking about overdubbing, plus the studio time. That run you already nearly $60,000 to $70,000 to make a song.
Yeah.
You follow? So you have nothing. You don't see where that makes sense at the end of the day. You don't even count PR costs. You don't count anything. And what has happened in the industry with this COVID situation, we will have to lobby for a whole lot of changes and an equal divide of the pie, because we're ones. Like, if we should stop making the music, what do they do? Maybe we have to be the ones to value what we're bringing to the table.
Yeah. I think with the situation right now, I think what we're gonna see too is a lot of brands are gonna try and put their music towards artists that can sell their products for them. You know?
them will do that.
I think you're right though when you say that there has to be a little more tangibles when you're talking about like the live streaming, because I'll give you an example. Let's say a band goes live tonight and I open the live stream. I'm gonna have the live stream on my phone, but as soon as something important happens here at the house, the live stream is gonna stay on my phone, and I'm just gonna leave the phone there, and I'm gonna go do
Leave the phone on. That is what happened a lot.
Yeah.
I do that because of the time I am busy. I'm more listening more than watching. You follow where I'm coming from? So it is like the attention span is the average attention span is 3 minutes. A man now listen to you more than 30 seconds where everything is soundbite, call it soundbite stage in life right now. Everything is, oh, that is nice. I watch it for a few minutes. I'm gone. You follow?
Exactly.
That's how it is right now. So we have to find a better way to balance. I see where the guys in Europe, they do like vinyl, special stuff. They attach the music to their own products. So they pair everything together. So you know that at least if I sell a shirt, the music goes out. You follow. We have to do more pairing of things. Look at some of the stuff I've been looking at. But because of COVID with the album, I had to kind of like pull back and be like, I can't even.
Yeah.
I have to be watching the money, you understand? Because I had such a big plan for this album. I'm not lying. I had some videos, even though I don't drop any of them yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I had the videos and everything to theme with the songs. I have to be like this, just watching to see what happened in the next couple of months.
Right. Yeah, and
go on, create more music and push harder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is there I was about to ask you if there was a type of date that we could maybe expect the album, but I mean, it sounds like you're pretty much just kind of playing it off what is going on.
Right. The original date was my birthday, November 11th. Right.
Okay. Uh-huh.
The original date was the 11th for the next album.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying my best to work towards it because I still have July, August, September. I already have most of the songs. It's just because of where the energy is moving, I'm putting some additional, like 3 additional tracks to it. But then I have to be planning the promotional. I have to see what is happening because the intention the other day was to do an online live presentation with the band, but honestly, I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not an indoor kind of person. So I can sit with the guitarist, but just not intimacy to it. So right now I'm developing this idea to keep like a little, like what you say, a backyard barbecue thing.
Yeah.
And set it up where I have okay, you stay in that square, you stay there, special invite, and then you understand, so the government can come and I'm on the outside where I am most alive,
mm-hmm.
right, and able to present properly.
But I'm very excited for the album nonetheless, though,
Yeah, I mean too, because whether or not anything, it will be going out. Because I feel, here's the thing, all those 2 cents add up. So you might just like put out the news, put out the damn songs and get people listening to them and you understand, just market these little things until you can actually change it.
Right.
Get join in them, but you're going to understand how they work to see how you can best make things work for you.
Yeah. You know what I'm liking right now too is the website Bandcamp is also giving a lot of artists. Yeah,
music there and other places.
Yeah, Bandcamp is giving a lot of opportunities here and now where you can have whole days where whatever you sell that whole day, like pretty much you keep everything.
Right. Yeah.
So
I see they're doing recent times. I don't know what to say about these streaming platforms. I reserve my opinion.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. I think looking at your work, it seems like you've been dropping a lot of stuff consistently since 2014. I mean, I'm seeing on the Unruly Way. It looks like on that it's a compilation, the Unruly Records album, and it looks like you have stuff. It looks like it came out 2017, but you have like the first track, for example, is from 2014. Was that just kind of like stuff?
Well, I have no control over that. That particular album,
Uh-huh.
that album, I leave that album alone.
Oh, okay.
That album is